What do you hope you can achieve as a manager? I mean, obviously, you hope there's a long managerial career ahead of you, but specifically now with Derby County, what's the target?
Yeah, I think first of all we just have to take it game by game. It's what we've been doing over the last couple of months, and I don't think there's any need to change what we've been doing in terms of our preparation. How we've been going about our day-to-day business will stay the same. And yeah, I think it's an exciting time for myself and the other staff, or for the players as well. I think it's great for them to have some clarity on who the boss is full time, and so I think it's a big moment in the season for us at the football club.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, new managers tend to be given money to spend when they take over the job, so they can mould the squad a little bit as they would like. And there is a transfer window open, but I suspect with everything going on, that's pretty unlikely for you right now, is it?
Yeah, I think at the minute I need to put players forward who I'd like to bring in. If that's doable, great. If not, I've got different plans on different ways of working in the transfer window. I think, as everyone knows, the last week of the transfer window in January is very important. So I've got plans in place which I've had in place for the last few weeks. So if we can get some of them players in towards the end of January, then that'd be great.
Look, I've got to ask you about your playing career, because as big a story as you taking your first step into management is you ending your illustrious playing career today. Have you had a chance to digest that? Because it's a big old decision, isn't it?
Yeah, I think normally this happens at the end of a season, and the player, as a player, you'd have time to reflect on it. But for me, it obviously happened during the season. I think the last couple of months obviously has helped break that in, and for me, it's given me time to sit down and think about that. But as I said a few weeks ago, my future, I feel, is in management. I've had a great career. I've enjoyed every minute. Some ups, some downs. But I wouldn't change anything I've done in my career as a player, and hopefully I can start now to write some history and have a successful managerial career.
I'd like to know what the downs are. Let's go through it. Everton debut was at 16. England's all-time leading goal scorer with 53 goals. England's most capped outfield player with 120 caps. 16 major trophies. 5 Premier League titles, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, Club World Cup. Any regrets?
No, I think I've been very fortunate to play for some massive teams, obviously, to come through the academy at Everton and play in the first team there was a boyhood dream of mine. Then to go and play for 13 years at Manchester United and win the trophies we won is obviously the highlight of my career. To stay at that club, such a huge club, one of, if not the biggest club in the world, to stay there for so long and achieve what I achieved there is something I'm grateful for the club for giving me that opportunity. But I enjoyed every minute of it. And then, of course, going out to the States, it was more going back to Everton and then going out to the States, and then coming into Derby County was more trying to help the team be successful, but also it was more to gain a lot of experience in different leagues to obviously prepare myself the best way to come into this role today.
I mean, look, whenever we saw you on the football pitch, even now when you in the latter stages of your career, when you were at Derby County, you looked like a player who absolutely loves playing football. You relished it. And we remember that so vividly when you were a 16-year-old, when you played for Everton. What will you miss about that now? What will you miss about being a player?
Yeah, I think it's natural. My whole life it's what I know is playing football. So I'm very fortunate that I'm staying around football. I'm still going into the dressing room, not with the players, but obviously with the staff. So you can still be part of it, and it's a different buzz. It's a different buzz. Stands on the touchline when a game, or when you put a plan in place which the players execute. It's a completely different buzz. So yeah, it's a new chapter for me. Of course, if you ask, will I miss playing? Of course, I think every player who stops playing misses it. But obviously, time doesn't stop for no man. So I've had my time. It's time for obviously the younger generation to have theirs, and for me to try and guide them young players to be better players.
When it's back to the situation at Derby, and it's clearly been a difficult time with the coronavirus outbreak and a big number of the squad not being paid their salaries. How difficult is that for you? I mean, it's clearly been difficult for the players, but how difficult has it been for you to sort of motivate those players, keep them galvanised, keep them going when they're suffering?
Yeah, I think obviously for the players, the one thing I can't control is what's happening with the takeover. That's obviously in the hands of the board and the new potential owners, and so that's on them. They have to deal with that and get that sorted. And then the one thing I can control is how the players prepare, how they train, how they prepare for the game on match day. And that's what the message is to the players. We can only control what we do in the dressing room, what we do on the training ground, and what we do on match day. And we have to trust everything else at board level will get done and put in place for us.
Clearly, you take over a difficult time, a complicated time, an uncertain time, crucially. Have you had a conversation with Sheikh Khalid's people and the new owners? Did you need to be convinced before signing a 2.5-year contract that you wanted to be part of this project going forward?
No, this football club is a huge football club, and the takeover, the potential takeover, is well underway, and hopefully that's done soon. But regardless of that, this club will always be here. It'll always be trying to grow and trying to achieve big things. So for me to be at the front of that and try and lead these players, try and lead this club back to glory days is a big opportunity for me, and I had no worries about what's going on behind the scenes. I've obviously spoke to Mel Morris, to Stephen Pearce, and the potential new owners, and I'm confident that everything will get sorted and we can concentrate on playing football and trying to win football matches.
Last one from me. I don't know whether you've had a chance to tell the players that you're the official new boss yet. Have you? If you have, what have you told them? And if not, what will be your first message to them?
No, I haven't told them. Obviously, we've been trying to sort everything out over the last few hours. In the middle of that, obviously, the training session, the preparation for the game tomorrow. But I'm sure they know now. But to be honest, I think everyone's been expecting it. I think it's been a good first couple of months in management for myself. It can get better, of course. The players can get better, of course. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of the players will